as some of the language you'll hear on Blood on the Microphone can be adult in nature. This program is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Meanwhile, from his tar paper shack in Westminster, Maryland, an evil scientist, well, not really a scientist, more one who dabbles in science. Well, that's not right either. More one who fancies himself one who dabbles in science, which is to say he sometimes posts pictures of nebulas and things like that. And anyway, an evil would-be dabbler in science, yes, that would be accurate, is looking over some charts and graphs on his computer. Let's join him.
Yes, this is the information I've been waiting for. William the Fourth, come join me so I can share my moment of glory with you.
What is it this time, Daddy?
I have managed to hack into the LabCorp database and have downloaded Bill Schmalfeld's medical report from his recent blood and urine tests. Yes, I have all the information I need. It looks, I mean, you look at the man, he's got Parkinson's disease, he's overweight.
So are we, Daddy. Ow.
That has nothing to do with it. But the man, with all his other infirmities, must certainly be suffering from some sort of illness that doesn't show up anywhere but in the soul and on a lab report. So let's look. See what it says here. I mean, for God's sakes, look at the man. He's a walking heart attack waiting to happen. His cholesterol must be through the roof. And if not that, his blood pressure must be sky high. And his carotid arteries must be clogged with cholesterol, meaning a stroke could happen at any time. What's this? Blood pressure... 107/67.
Your blood pressure's twice as high as that, Daddy. Ow.
CBC, differential, white blood cells, normal red blood cells, normal hemoglobin, hematocrit, platelets, neutrophils, monocytes, everything here so far normal. Well, that can't be.
Oh, why cannot that be, Daddy?
Because someone as evil as Bill Schmalfeld must certainly have a blood-based problem, you fool. All right, let's turn the page here. We'll turn the page and see what we can find. Ah, here we go. Here we go. His blood sugar is a little bit high. So the next thing you know, he'll have diabetes.
Does it qualify to be pre-diabetic?
No, it doesn't quite reach that level, but it will. It will someday, mark my words. What else we have here? Let's see, this is from his metabolic profile. His creatine is good. That means there's nothing wrong with his kidneys. Nothing wrong with his liver. Everything seems to be good. Bilirubin is good. Everything. Damn it all to hell!
You said they checked his urine too, Daddy. How did it taste? Ow.
They don't taste the urine, you idiot. They examine it. They analyze it. And let's see if he has some sort of infection, like gonorrhea or something. It'll show up on these pages. Specific gravity is a little, not quite on the upper edge of heavy, but his pH balance is good. Everything seems to me, no, there's nothing here. There's nothing here!
What about his cholesterol, Daddy? You know our cholesterol's through the roof every time we get it checked. It's like, ow. I'm just saying, Daddy, that the last time the doctor stuck a needle in my arm, he said it was like trying to draw butter out of a straw. And he said the same thing to you. Ow.
I'm sure this will be the one area where we'll have him, Junior. Let's see, lipid panel. Here we go. The total cholesterol should be between 100 and 199. His is 135. That's low normal. All right, triglycerides. They're supposed to be between 0 and 149. And his is 130. That's toward the high edge of normal. All right, but what about his HDL cholesterol, huh? Let's see. Anything greater than 39 is supposed to be within normal limits, and his is 40. But what about his VLDL cholesterol calculation? It says here that they'll accept anything between 5 and 40, and his is 26. Right in the middle. His LDL cholesterol calculation, anything between 0 and 99 is acceptable, and his is 69. Damn it. Damn it all to hell.
What are you crying? Well, I don't know what you're sad about, Daddy.
Because, you idiot, this means that we now have to rely on the Parkinson's disease to kill him. He is not a candidate for a stroke. He's not a candidate for a heart attack. He's not a candidate for anything except, perhaps. Do you still have that 45 you were polishing in that picture I took of you? You remember, the one we posted on my blog? That's a good boy. Go fetch it for Daddy. Go now.
Who knows what evil lurks in the heart hearts of men.
The liberal grouch knows.
The liberal grouch Bill Schmalfeld, a man of meager means, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, solving crimes, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Schmalfeld is known to the evil Breitbart Empire as the Liberal Grouch. Never seen, only heard. A seemingly supernatural nemesis as haunting to the superstitious mind of a right-winger moron as a ghost, as inevitable as a guilty conscience. The liberal grouch has vowed that only death will end his quest for social justice. And when that day happens, and his voice is silenced, it will surely be as the result of blood on the microphone.
Sure doesn't look like I have to worry about anything else here. Hi, Bill Schmalfeld, Liberal Grouch. Blood on the microphone. Our episode today titled, At Least He Had the Guts to Show His Gut. And we'll explain that in just a little while. But first of all, I feel I've shortchanged you today. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Just a regular, visit with the physician kind of checkup. And he shared my lab results with me. And everything looks great. I mean, cholesterol, everything. Right there smack dab in the middle where it's supposed to be. So, golly, I hate to be such a downer for my friends over there in the Breitbart world, but that's just how things are. On the agenda today, as we wait for war with North Korea to start, and it's getting a little scary. I just saw, where did I see this? I saw it on, where was that again? I'm not sure if it was Talking Points Memo or somewhere else where our troops have been, their alert status has been raised to DEFCON 3, which is not good. That's not where you want your DEFCON to be. But North Korea is making noise like they're going to launch a missile over Japan, and if Japan shoots it down, they're saying they're going to nuke Tokyo. Well, of course, that's not going to happen, because the minute it looks like they're actually going to nuke anybody, I think we can be pretty sure that the United States will react by turning North Korea into the world's largest parking lot. Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel warning that North Korea is skating very close to a dangerous line. Their actions and their words have not helped defuse a combustible situation, Hagel told reporters at the Pentagon. He said the United States and its allies want to see North Koreans' rhetoric ratcheted down, but if that doesn't happen, we're fully prepared to deal with any contingency. It's more of the same. It's just the back and forth bullshit that generally happens whenever North Korea decides to get its pecker up. Speaking of getting his pecker up, did you see Aaron Walker on Huffington Post Live last night? Of course you didn't. All you saw was his gut. You see, yesterday, myself and several others outed Aaron Walker as one of the people responsible for the Twitter account Kimberlin Unmasked. And Walker went absolutely batshit loony toony crazy, tweeting until finally Twitter shut him down. Now, he wasn't shut down because of anything he said yesterday. I've discovered that the reason the Kimberlin Unmasked Twitter account was shut down was because several days ago I requested Kimberlin Unmasked to remove the obituary of my mom that they had posted on there, along with denigrating comments about her and denigrating comments about me. I asked him as a gentleman to please remove the photo, and he wrote back, "No, I'm not going to do it." I think Twitter just finally, they're slow, but they move eventually. And I just think it was a coincidence that at the same time, Aaron Walker outed himself as one of the people, along with Mike Stack and probably Little Hoggy as well, is behind Kimberlin Unmasked. That's why it was taken down. Now, they've since re-arisen as a brand new account called KU Unmasked, but we're already at work shutting that down. And, hey, boys, you can report that all you want. This is a legitimate takedown. When you've had an account suspended, it's against the terms of service to create another duplicate account replacing the one that's suspended. You can't do it. But meanwhile, back to Aaron Walker last night on Huffington Post Live. He was invited as a last minute to be a guest to discuss swatting. But all you see, and I'll put a picture of this on Old Uncle Bastard when I upload this show to Old Uncle Bastard later on. He did not allow his face to be showed. All right, you. I don't know if you heard that roo or not. Did you have something you wanted to say to my listeners? Was there something you wanted to say? I just let my border collie out of the room during the theme song of the show, but apparently I had a German Shepherd under my bed. Is there something you'd like to share with our radio listeners, Shiloh? Is there something on your mind? Am I supposed to do something with you? Can you wait for just a couple seconds? Can you just wait? Okay, I promise I'll be with you in just a moment. Anyway, Aaron Walker was on Huffington Post Live last night, invited as the last minute to talk about swatting. Yes, it was a terrible thing. It was horrible. And all he showed of himself was his gut, and he talked about how he's still under threat every day. Yes, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Still under threat every day from the forces of evil who wish to destroy him. I know. But what he didn't tell anybody is it's not Brett Kimberlin that's going to get him. He may well be got, but it won't be by Brett Kimberlin. Brett Kimberlin knows what he looks like. So there's no reason to hide your face from Brett Kimberlin. I know what he looks like. So there's no reason to hide his face from me. We've had his face all over Breitbart Unmasked and everywhere else that we publish. So anybody who's been following us knows what Aaron Walker looks like. So why is he hiding his face on Huffington Post? It's because of his Everybody Draw Mohammed Day blog that got him fired because the people he was working for did not want Islamic extremists to descend on their company. And that's why Aaron Walker makes his wife check his car for bombs. It's not because of Brett Kimberlin. Oh, Brett's a convenient scapegoat. But no, Aaron Walker can't admit that he's scared of the Muslim extremists because that would be admitting he was wrong. Oh, Aaron, someone should write a song about you.
He must be the world's greatest coward, lives in fear of his life, checking beneath his car for bombs, and he always sends his wife. He tells everybody he lost his employment because of some innocent guy. And all we can do is laugh at him because everybody sees through his lie. Aaron Walker, pull your head out of your ass. Aaron Walker, see yourself as others see you. Aaron Walker, cut out the terrorist lies. Aaron Walker, before someone real dies. Knock off the shit, you're acting like a scaredy cat crybaby boy. And don't hide your face when you guest on an internet show. Aaron Walker, knock off the victim act. Aaron Walker, we know what you look like. Watching your gut on Huffington Post Live, you wouldn't show your face. You say that you're scared of Team Kimberlin, but that just ain't the case. And you can believe your drooling fantasy sycophants and dumbasses there on your list. But there ain't anyone you have to fear, except Islamists who are thoroughly pissed. Aaron Walker, pull your head out of your ass. Aaron Walker, see yourself as others see you. Aaron Walker, cut out the terrorist lies. Aaron Walker, before someone real dies. Aaron Walker, knock off the victim act. Aaron Walker, grow yourself a sack.
Now, he's got a sack. It's around his waist. We'll show that picture to you when we post today's show on oldunclebastard.com. And again, I have to apologize. My doctor's appointment this morning took up most of my good show prep time. So I don't have a lot of new material for you today, but I think the stuff I do have you will find entertaining.
Blood on the microphone. What you watching, Daddy?
What do you think I'm watching? William the Fourth? I'm watching cartoons. Now sit down here with your father and learn something about Shakespeare.
Is that like when you on Shaka Zulu when they shook spears at each other?
My God, you're an embarrassment to me, William the Fourth. Sit next to me and learn a bit of culture from the Bard of Avon.
Ah, okay, Daddy.
Caesar. Speak. Caesar is turned to hear. Beware the Ides of March.
Good
Say
heavens.
that to me now. Speak once again.
Beware the Ides of March.
Did you hear that, my son? Did you hear that, William the Fourth? That was a direct threat aimed at me.
Why do you think that for, Daddy? Oh, that was my face. Oh, again.
You brutish, idiot man-child. Have you learned nothing from being my son?
I learned how to hate Ow, my face hurts.
Besides that, I mean, you ignorant, brutish lout. That was a direct threat from Bill Schmalfeld, transmitted through the radio and television airwaves, directed at me, knowing that at this moment in time I would be listening and hear his dire, evil portent of doom.
How would he know you're watching TV now, Daddy?
Oh, I would strike you again, but I feel it would be a waste of time and effort. He knows Because he's evil.
Oh, that makes sense, Daddy.
Of course, you unwashed, brutish idiot. It makes sense because I, William III, say it does. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah. Can we watch some more cartoons, but some funny ones? Like on the Cartoon Channel.
Go to your room at once, William IV, and polish your gun.
Okay.
Begone. Your father must plan and plot and scheme.
In his subterranean lair, 6 miles beneath the surface of Westminster, Maryland, a mad genius, well, mad anyway, stretching things to call him a genius. Let's call him a mad average person. Well, that's probably, that's being kind too. We'll call him a mad, mildly developmentally disabled person, and his brutish son are plotting their evil plans.
What you doing, Daddy?
Quiet, you idiot. Don't you see? I've fired up the thought reader.
The thought reader? What does it read?
What else do you think a thought reader reads, you brutish moron? Thoughts!
Can you read what I'm thinking right now?
Son, I've experimented by testing this model on your brain, and frankly, it failed. It came up with nothing.
Well, we know it works then.
Now, quiet. I'm focusing in on Elkridge, Maryland. Trying to find out what that schmal felt's thinking about right now. I'm getting closer. Yes. I think I've honed in. Yes. Listen, son, here's what he's thinking right now.
This Cinnabon cream of wheat is really, really good.
You got him, Daddy. Are you gonna file charges because of that?
No, you idiot. He's thinking of breakfast. He's not thinking of anything evil about me. But keep listening. Let me fine-tune this just a little bit more. See if we can get deeper into his cerebral cortex. I think we found it.
You know, I have to put together a show for today.
Oh, good. We're getting to it. We're getting to it.
Do I let the dogs stay in the studio with me, or do I kick them out? I always feel like such a bastard when I kick them out.
See, he admits he's a bastard. We can use that.
Okay, what's on the agenda for today? We'll start with this bit about Stranahan, and then maybe do a couple songs. Oh yeah, we should talk about that Hoggy fella.
See? That's who he's talking about. He's talking about me. He's going to do something about me.
Maybe he's gonna say something nice. Ow.
You idiot. When's the last time he said anything nice about anyone? Now shut up and continue listening.
Alright, so I gotta do a late show tomorrow because I gotta go to court at 1:15 for this peace order thing. But I have a feeling tomorrow's going to be a pretty good day all the way around, so I'm not going to worry about it.
We have him right where we want him. He's not going to worry about it.
But Daddy, if he's not gonna worry about it, doesn't that make it sound like he thinks he's gonna win?
Well, why would you say that?
Because it sounds like he's confident.
He's not confident, you idiot. He's foolish. He's a fool. He's a foolish fool who's fooling himself.
If you say so, Daddy.
Of course I say so. And what I say is always right. Name the last time I've been wrong.
Well, you said Walker was gonna win his case against Brett Kimberlin. Ow.
No more of that. Now let's see if we can find a thought wave emanating from Bethesda. See what we can find out there. Oh, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Meanwhile, at their pleasant little ranch-style home on Ridge Road in Westminster, Big Hoggy is teaching Little Hoggy a lesson about how to be a good lookout.
You simpering imbecile!
Ow.
All I asked you to do, the one thing I asked you to do,
Ow.
is to keep an eye out for a gold Prius. Is that simple enough? A gold Prius?
Ow.
All you had to do was watch to see when Brett Kimberlin and Bill Schmalfelt rolled into the Howard County Courthouse. I even gave you a camera to sit there and photograph them as they arrived, and you failed!
Ow.
I cannot believe that something as idiotic as yourself could spring from my intelligent loins.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
When I think of all that money we spent on special education for you.
Daddy, who are those people outside taking pictures of our house?
What do you mean?
It looks like there's people out there with clipboards and they're writing down stuff and taking pictures.
Let me go look. You, what are you doing here at my property?
We're assessing it.
Why are you assessing it?
Because it's being attached as part of a lawsuit.
Lawsuit? What sort of lawsuit?
You haven't been served with the papers yet?
I don't know. I haven't checked today's mail.
Well, it turns out you have been involved in some vexatious litigious action, and your house is being valued to see how much the plaintiff can actually get for your property if he is successful in his lawsuit.
Well, they're going to take our house from us because you are a simpering idiot.
Ow.
You were asked to do one thing, and that is to keep an eye out for a gold Prius.
But, Daddy, I didn't see a gold... Ow.
There must have been a gold Prius, and you must have missed it because Kimberlin and Schmalfelt didn't just appear in a whiff of smoke.
Ow.
Do you think they just showed up by magic?
Well, I did smell a whiff of what I thought was sulfur and brimstone. Ow.
I am going to tell your mother that we're going to send you back to the hospital where we found you. It is clear you are no son of mine.
Ow.
And then I shall give your mother a lashing for having the temerity to have brought you into this world.
Ow. Daddy, you ought to not talk bad about Mama.
And why shouldn't I? She's my wife. She's my property.
But she's my mama and I love her.
What's love got to do with it?
Ow. You're making me mad, Daddy.
Making you mad, am I? Well...
Ow. I think that's about enough of that, Daddy.
Why? What are you going to do about it, you idiot?
Well, I think I could grab you by your collar and your belt loop like this.
Wait a minute!
Lift you over my head like this.
Put me down! Put me down!
And then kneel down on the ground like this, holding you up above my head.
No!
And then bring you down real sharp on the point of my knee in the small of your back, like this.
Oh!
Just like that, Daddy.
I can't feel my legs! Oh! My pants! They're soiled!
Yeah, looks like you peed yourself a little there, Daddy.
That's not urine, you idiot! It's blood! You've ruptured my bladder by shattering my hip bones! Oh! The pain! The pain!
I'll take care of it, Daddy. Mama! I think I broke Daddy.
Meanwhile, in his foam rubber pigsty in Westminster, Maryland, Big Hoggy has big plans for his enemies. And then he's interrupted by Little Hoggy.
Hi, Daddy. What are you doing?
This will work perfectly. I won't even see this coming.
Mama, Daddy's got the law books out again.
Oh, it's you. Get in here so I can explain this to you.
Okay, Daddy.
You see, where I made the mistake last time was filing criminal charges against these foul miscreants. It was foolish of me to do it, and I admit that I was a fool to do it. But now, we will take them to civil court. Look at this document.
I don't know what any of those words say, Daddy.
You idiot. It's a court document that shows that I have filed a plaintiff's complaint, a request of injunction, declaratory relief, and damages.
Okay, if you think that's important.
Of course it's important, you young idiot. Look who I'm going to be suing for everything they got. Here, look at these defendants here.
John Doe, Robert Rowe, and Peter Poe. Are them the fellers what put that foam rubber door on the house what had the handle ripped off?
No, you bumbling clown. My God, I'm amazed that something like you could spring from my intelligent loins. What this is an anonymous civil suit filing. This gives me 60 days to send summonses to the 3 people who are currently identified only by the pseudonym John Doe, Robert Rowe, and Peter Poe. But we all know who those 3 individuals really are.
Yeah, Daddy, we sure do. They're the 3 guys that put the door on our house.
No, you idiot! Who have I been trying to put in jail since February? Oh, that Schmalfeld idiot and his boss, Brett Kimberlin, who rules everything from his lair in Bethesda, Maryland, where he controls the weather and the tides and the sunrise and sunset, and their lickspittle lackey, Neil Rauhauser.
Well, why didn't you just not put their name there on the thing where you sue them?
Oh, I cannot believe I have to explain this to you. You see, if I did that, then they monitor the Maryland court database. They would see their names popping up, and they would be prepared to defend themselves. Exactly. Now, since the defendants are only listed as John Doe, Robert Rowe, and Peter Poe, those names don't pop up when you do a search for Schmalfeld or Kimberlin or Rauhauser, now do they?
I guess not.
Of course not. Now, the court gave me 3 writs of summons on the 2nd of April. I have 60 days to file these summonses to the individuals I'm going to sue. Oh, and then they'll have 30 days to respond. Oh, this will be so fun. This will be so exciting. I know Schmalfeld sits atop a pile of riches, and so does Kimberlin, and we'll finally be able to get some home maintenance done.
Daddy?
What?
What if they just throw your suit out like they did with your court cases?
Don't you have some Tinker Toys to play with?
You threw those away, Daddy. You said that they were the toys of Satan.
Well, Go play with your underwear then. I've got things to do.
I only have the one pair, Daddy. You said that more than one pair of underwear was a sin.
Well, find something to do and stop bothering me.
Okay. I got a nose full of boogers I could be working on.
Yes, do that. Do that, I'm busy. Let's see here, the party of the first part being me, the party of the second part, well, we won't identify that person yet. Oh, this is my most brilliant plot ever.
In there, just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Come on, Jim. I know you're really dim. I can ease your pain, teach you how to use that brain. Relax. You'll need some information first. Just some simple facts. We'll go slow so it won't hurt.
There is no truth to liberal dogma. It's all just lies you tell just to fool me. I can only trust what's said on Fox News. It makes sense and caters to preconceptions. When I was a child, I had two parents. They taught me to follow the crowd. Now I'm scared of thinking for myself. I can't explain, you would not understand how small and scared I am. I have become complacently dumb.
You know, precisely at the same time the Supreme Court is hearing these arguments on same-sex marriage.
Yes.
In Asia, a crazy man in possession of nuclear weapons, Kim Jong-un, is openly saying, I have ordered our military to position our rockets on U.S. targets in Hawaii, Japan, Guam, and the mainland of the United States.
Complacently dumb.
Okay. Let's turn off the TV. I know you're scared, but you will find there's more to see. Do you read books? I mean, other than the Bible? Well, that might have been okay in your youth. There's so much more to truth.
It's all just lies, your liberal teaching. If it were true, Fox News would have said so. You can't penetrate my long-held fears. You just want to kill the things I believe in. When I was a child, I tried to use my head for something other than my hat. My parents beat that out of me. now. My fears have grown. My will is gone. I have become complacently dumb.
He has gone into a full state of war this week. And I don't know, Pastor Luter, I don't know if anybody's, I know they're not. They're just not putting it together. There's, hey, you got this happening over here, and you got this happening over here. Could the two be connected? Could our slide in immorality be what is unleashing this madman over here in Asia to punish us?
It could be a possibility, man. I'm not that strong in prophecy, but I would not be surprised that there's not a connection there, simply because of the fact we've seen it happen in Scripture before. So I would not be surprised that at the time when we are debating same-sex marriage, at the time where we're debating whether or not we should have gays leading the Boy Scout movement, I don't think it's just a coincidence that we have a madman in Asia who's saying some of the things that he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Two with different promises. If we truly believe the words of our other founding document, the Declaration of Independence, with its world-changing assertion that yes, all men are created equal, then there are no Hispanic issues or African American issues or women's issues. There are only American issues.
If there's one thing I've learned in my many months of pursuing the deadbeats and grifters, it says that the journey down to Breitbart Town offers no surprises, not even from the smartest among us. On this journey, expect only to be lied to. It's a big, bad jumble of a story, rotten, gross, and gory, a pack of lies, a white pimp paid by a wimp, smelly, toothless gimp with a goofy eye. It's a tale that leads in one direction, criminal detection, a two-bit clown, a hard, cold tumble of attorney, jumble of a journey to Breitbart Town. R. Stacey McCain drinks a lot to hide his pain, thought he could rob his readers endlessly, then flee. And Ollie and Bart thought he could break into a car, didn't know his buckshots would appear, his felonies could land him behind steel bars. There are some who think I have harassed them just because I asked them to tell the truth, but it's they who file the bogus charges, which then by and large is court misuse. My job, hunker down and don't quit, put up with the bullshit till they fail, and then our day in court will be sweet as we make them all eat their own bullshit. Aaron Walker thought he could lie and not get caught, never learned the stove is hot, touch not, stove hot, and poor Lee Stranahan, too much stupid for one man, hoped his lies might bail him out, instead they'll land him in the can. And John Hogue, that offensive blog blight, never has he been right, he's screwed too, far more stupid than the others, shame on other mothers, fathers too, they'll learn power of the righteous, never start a fight just cause you fear. So if truth is that which you seek, tune in with us next week to Hear It Here. Poor old Hoggy boy, sadly Stranahan, Aaron, all these Breitbart fools.
Don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them. Big, bad, jumble of a story, rotten, gross, and gory, a pack of lies, a white pimp, paid by a whip, smelly toothless gimp with the goofy eyes. It's a tale that leads in one direction, criminal detection, a two-bit clown, a hard, cold, tumble of attorney, jumble of a journey to Breitbart Town. Hi there. I'm Bill Schmalfelt, the liberal grouch. host of the Blood on the Microphone show. Now, I know that my reputation is for being a vulgar, fun-loving, don't care who I piss off, left-wing moron. But I'd like to be serious with you for a moment. Tuesday evening, around 6 p.m., I received the following message on my account at Twitter. It was from somebody calling himself Anon Team Tango. And it said, Dear Bill, at Liberal Grouch, at Old Uncle Bastard, you're going to die. It's that simple, and we are going to kill you. Now, that account has since been suspended, and I lived through the night. But still, this is a graphic and to-the-point threat on my life. You can read more about it on the website I write for, breitbartunmasked.com. Now, as I laid in my bed last night, hearing every little sound out on the street, I thought about the people on the right wing who probably created the conditions for this threat. The people like Lee Stranahan, who continues to this day to post that I am some sort of nameless horror who wants to eat the flesh of his children. People like William J. Hoagie III, who sent me a picture of his unwashed, brute man-child polishing a gun, giving me the stink eye, and saying it wasn't a threat. People like Robert Stacey McCain, who continue to write about me as if I were a raving, foaming lunatic, and then posting cropped photographs of me taken 3 days after brain surgery for which, by the way, I was a volunteer in a clinical trial, one of 15 people in the United States of America to have this surgery, which was not designed to treat or cure, but was designed to see if we in the earlier stages of Parkinson's disease back in 2007 could survive the surgery and tolerate the presence of wires implanted deep into our brains. Robert Stacey McCain taking this picture of me, giving an evil glare to my wife who was taking the picture, intending to look evil with scars on my head and my puffy, swollen eyes, taking that picture, cropping out the scars and leaving only the posed face and saying that is me. That is Bill Schmalfeld. That is the face of the evil man who wants to eat our souls and drink our blood and poop in our church pews. People like Ali Akbar, who are going to use these attacks against myself and others as a fundraising tool at CPAC 2013, where a room full of conservatives will shout their acclamation and approval of the filing of baseless nonsense charges against someone who did absolutely nothing illegal because it's meant as an attempt to silence someone they disagree with, thereby ensuring that the First Amendment is only available for those who think like they do. And the ringmaster, failed, fired, disgraced attorney Aaron Walker, who has turned to puppets like Stranahan and Hoagie to file these baseless charges because he tried to do it against Brett Kimberlin and was basically told to never show his face in a Maryland courtroom ever again. His hatred of Brett Kimberlin runs so deep that he will ruin any life, whip up as much hatred as he can, punish any innocent person, as long as he can finally have a victory to speak about when he attends CPAC 2013 and Ali Akbar gives his fundraising speech. I thought about how Lee Stranahan and R. Stacey McCain reacted to pretend threats made against them. They went right to the PayPal accounts and raised money so Stranahan could move to a new house to save himself from the horrible rape threats that the police investigation showed never happened. So McCain could flee from his house in Hagerstown, Maryland, and hide from the evil Brett Kimberlin. Although Stranahan never moved, and McCain never moved, Stranahan spent your money on fine dining, and McCain spent your money on beer and smokes. And like Aaron Walker, who to this day lies about the reasons he was fired, not the reasons given by the man who fired him, that he was a sloppy, ineffective lawyer who did private personal business when he should have been engaged in working for the company. No, he claims he was fired because of the terroristic threats of Brett Kimberlin, although no such threat has ever been uttered and no such threat exists. As I heard my house making noises that I never heard my house making before, I imagined people making good on these threats against me. Whipped up by the fires of hatred fanned by Stranahan and Hoagie and Akbar and McCain and Walker. And I decided that where their claims of being threatened were false, mine was real. It existed. It's in print. It's quite real. And I need to take action to protect my family. Therefore, and it hurts me to do this, I'm asking you, gentle listener, to visit my website, oldunclebastard.com, scroll to the donation button. Please contribute however much you can so that my wife and dogs and stepson and I can relocate and save ourselves from this avalanche of hate and murder being unleashed upon us by these right-wing merchants of fear. How much you give, if anything, is entirely up to you. Just so you know, however, Gail and I have our eye on this lovely 5-bedroom colonial in Columbia with 6 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and a half bath. 3 floors on 1.5 acres in a beautiful wooded area in the Harper's Choice neighborhood. And it's a steal at $1.2 million. It's a custom brick home built with quality features inside and out. Hardwood floors, elevated and vaulted ceilings, grand moldings throughout, built-ins, 3 fireplaces, landscape lighting, large bright rooms including a first-floor master bedroom with bay window and a door to the patio. Full finished lower level with bed and bath, plus rooms for work, storage, and play. A level yard backed right up to treed parkland. And it could be mine if you'll donate today. So please, go to the PayPal and donate. And thank you.
God, I don't think any of these people could be Smallville, could they? I mean, he couldn't have come all the way. He couldn't have come all the way to Dallas airport.
Sir, we'll need to see your boarding pass and your photo ID.
Is that really necessary? I'm trying to keep a low profile here.
Sir, we're going to need to see a photo ID and your boarding pass.
Are you familiar with anybody named Bill Schmalfeld?
Step this way, sir.
Well, I don't think the body cavity search was necessary, but at least they let me on the plane. Now, they're going to be serving drinks soon. I probably shouldn't have any because well, I don't know if these stewardesses have been... Oh, that's right. They like to be called flight attendants now. I don't know if any of these flight attendants have been in
Would you care for a beverage, sir?
Are you familiar with Bill Schmalfeld?
Sir?
I said, are you familiar with Bill Schmalfeld?
Sir?
It was a simple enough goddamn question. Are you familiar with Bill Schmalfeld or are you not?
Sir, I'm afraid that we're not going to be able to offer you any beverages.
I don't mind any. The pilot flying this plane.
Stewardess.
We prefer a flight attendant, sir.
Well, flight attendant, whatever. The pilot who's flying this plane, does he know somebody in the Baltimore area named Bill Schmalfeld?
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to accompany me to the back of the plane for a moment.
Okay.
I don't think it was necessary to strap me into the seat for the rest of the trip. At least they finally let me off the plane. I wonder if my ride is here. Well, there's the guy holding a sign right now that says Stranahan on it. They still can't be too careful.
Are you Mr. Stranahan?
That depends. Are you familiar with somebody named Bill Schmalfelt?
Yeah, you're the guy we're looking for.
You still haven't answered.
Sir, just come with me. Come with me. We're going to take you to the state's attorney's office.
Oh, that's what I'm here for. So, as you can see, Mr. State's Attorney, Bill Schmalfelt has a long history of harassing me and contacting me when I've asked him to stop, and he didn't stop.
Kind of looks like he did stop, Mr. Stranahan.
Well, that's what he wants you to think. He wants you to think he stopped, but he hasn't. He's still thinking about me every day.
Uh-huh. And I see here that you have written something like, almost 70 blog entries since you filed these charges?
Well, yeah, so that's not contacting him. That's just writing about him.
Yeah, and I see that you've also looked through his Twitter, is that what they call it? Twitter timeline?
Well, how else am I supposed to know what he's up to?
Well, why would you care what he's up to if you feel he's been harassing you? Wouldn't
I have to know what he's up to. How else am I going to protect myself from the murderous rampages of Bill Schmalfelt?
Okay. Wait out in the hallway, Mr. Stranahan, and we'll let you know our decision.
Are you sure I've given you enough evidence?
We have plenty, Mr. Stranahan. Just wait out in the hallway.
Well, I think he at least listened to what I had to say. I don't know what can... Oh, there's people walking toward... Why are they holding a straitjacket? There must be some dangerous lunatic in the courthouse that they need to restrain.
Sir, would you please stand up?
Are you talking to me?
Sir, would you please stand up?
I'd rather sit until my ride arrives, if that's all right.
Sir, if you don't stand up, we're going to lift you to your feet.
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary. I mean, hey! Stop it! I don't want to wear a straitjacket.
Bind him up good there, Charlie.
This is not what I came to Howard County for. You are all agents of Bill Schmalfelt who sent you here to harass me, and I demand you cease at once.
Look, it's clear that you are not in control of your mental faculties, sir, that you're suffering from obsessive paranoia, and we have doctors here who can treat that sort of thing. Now, are you going to come quietly?
I'm not going to go anywhere quietly. I'm going to make all the noise in the world, and then I'm going to write a blog entry about it. And you know Bill Schmalfelt. You're doing this because of Bill Schmalfelt. And I don't want to go out to the car. That's not a car. It's an ambulance. I don't want to go out to the ambulance. I want to go home. I want to go back to Dallas. Mommy. Oh, that's right. She's dead. Lauren, help me. Help me.
Hi, folks. This is the late Andrew Breitbart. And I gotta tell you, this first year of eternity in hell has really taken its toll. But I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. For one thing, they have me in what they call the tiki room. It has something of a Hawaiian flavor with 24-hour-a-day Don Ho music piped in. Then once an hour, a very muscular demon comes in and shoves an entire pineapple up my ass. The whole thing, just right up it goes. And this has been going on every day now for just over a year. Who knew an ass could hold so many pineapples, huh? Well, I guess anything's possible in hell. Now, if I may, a word to those of you gathering to celebrate my memory. I hated each and every one of you. In fact, my only joy these days is knowing that there's a special spot waiting down here for each of you. Stacy McCain, you would think that your alcohol-soaked body would incinerate instantly, wouldn't you? Well, maybe at the cremation, but not down here. You burn, but you burn forever. I'm told there'll be no tiki room for Ali Akbar. Instead, he'll live down in the pit under Satan's latrine, feasting on what Satan ate the day before. Enjoy that tasty food now, Ollie. The stuff Satan eats, spicy. Lee Stranahan? Ooh. Ah. Whoa, take it easy there, boys. They're watching Michelle Malkin on Fox News. They can't wait to get her down here. Anyway, Lee Stranahan. Well, you're going to find out what it's like to be sold into sexual servitude the way you forced your own wife to fuck for money back in the day. But down here, there is no money. And the demons, their dicks have barbs on them, like fish hooks. So get ready for that, Stranny. I don't think Satan has taken all that much notice of John Hogue, but then again, neither did I. And you, Aaron Walker, guess what Satan has waiting for you? That's right. You'll be stuck into a very small room packed with lawyers, and we've got a lot of those down here. And each and every one of those thousands of lawyers will file frivolous criminal suits against you, one after another, for which you will always be found guilty, and for which the punishment will always be having your testicles smashed flat as a pancake on a wood block with a mallet. Figure on that happening once every 10 minutes or so, for eternity. Oh, they don't stay flat, they puff right back up again, and you never get used to it, Aaron. Hurts just as bad the trillionth time as it does the first. Probably even worse. So have fun at CPAC, fellas. Drink up and stay alive as long as you can, because when you get down here with me, you're not gonna like it. Not at all.
Candy pineapple time.
Whoops. Gotta go. But that's how things are. Talk to you next year. This is the late Andrew Breitbart. See you in hell. Some of you sooner than others. Okay, let's get this over with. You never say my name anymore in your stupid blogs. And there's such bitterness in your posts, like your rabid dogs. You're trying hard not to show it, Walker. But Stranny and Hoggy, you know it. You've lost your court proceedings. All of your court proceedings. You've lost your court proceedings. Now they're gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa. Now there's no daily post in your blogs where you taunt my name, where you would brag and boast to your readers about my shame. It must make you feel like crying, dumbass. 'Cause dipshits, that's your payment for lying. You've lost your court proceedings. All of your court proceedings. You've lost your court proceedings, and they're gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa. Stranny Hoggy, just drop down on your knees for me. And join your boyfriend, Walker, kneeling behind me, yeah. And pick a spot to kiss my ass till I tell you to stop. And don't mess it up with slop. Stranny, Walker, Hoggy, just beg of me You need your home.
You need your car.
You need your cash.
You need your teeth.
So pray I don't sue.
So pray I don't sue.
Pray I don't sue.
It's what I could do.
You've lost your court proceedings. All of your court proceedings. You've lost your court proceedings and they're gone, gone, gone. And this can't go on, no. You've lost your court proceedings. Good times and bum times, I've seen them all, and my dear, I'm still here. Plush velvet sometimes, sometimes just pretzels and beer, but I'm here. I've worked for the dailies, paid my dues, edited weeklies, small town news. I've had a splendid career, and I'm here. Served in the Navy, cost me a kneecap, but hey, I'm still here. Found work in radio, 30 a day was the pay, but I'm here. I work the small towns coast to coast, nothing to sneeze at or to boast. In the recession, was I depressed? Nowhere near. Fire burning under my rear kept me here. I made it through Nixon and Ford as a sailor. Gee, that was fun and a half. When you've been through Nixon and Ford in the service, anything else is a laugh. Wrote liberal columns while in conservative towns, and I'm here. Ticked off the locals, angered conservative clowns, and I'm here. Cost me my first wife, 'cause she said, this radio life pays no bread. Thought a truck driver could keep nicer clothes on her rear. I went back in the Navy, and I'm here. I lost a kneecap, discharged with 10% pay, and I'm here. Got a new girlfriend, found out she used to be gay, and I'm here. Then we got married, that was smart. She thought adultery was an art. 4 years of being played like a fool, now it's clear. Told me she loved someone else, so I'm here. Moved back to live in Milwaukee, that's where they made all the beers. I stayed at the Y in Milwaukee, felt free the first time in years. Good days and bad days, I've seen them all, and my dear, I'm still here. Married my soulmate, government saved my career, and I'm here. I've since retired from PD. Parkinson's will not silence me, neither will wingnuts and kooks. That much is clear. I've taken all of your worst, and I'm here. Look who's here. I'm still here. Suck on that for a minute. See you Monday, kids.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay.
The liberal grouch knows.
Blood on the Microphone is an internet radio program. Copyright 2013 by Bill Schmalfelt. All rights reserved. To learn more about the evil doings of the Breitbart gang and other duplicitous right-wing scum, subscribe online to www.breitbartunmasked.com. You can follow Bill on Twitter by entering at liberalgrouch at twitter.com. You can friend Bill on Facebook by logging on to www.facebook.com/libby.grouch. Of course, you can like the Blood on the Microphone fan page on Facebook at www.facebook.com/bloodymike. That's /BLOODYMIC, like one word. Don't forget to show your support for Blood on the Microphone, Breitbart Unmasked, and social justice by becoming a charter member of Team Kimberlin today. Go to www.cafepress.com/Team Kimberlin and check out all the hats, shirts, cups, stickers, buttons, and other gear. Remember, 50% of the profits go to the Justice Through Music project. The other 50% to the National Parkinson Foundation. Blood on the Microphone is a Team Kimberlin production and can be heard live at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday on Spreaker Web Radio. Join us next time for more Blood on the Microphone. And Breitbots, don't forget, he's coming for you. Will you be ready?